All right, welcome back. This is video number 2, and I am so thankful that you have stuck around to watch the second video. But now I get to talk to you about some common misconceptions that people have a lot when it comes to coaching. And let me preface everything that I'm about to say with I get it. I have thought the same things. I started my business as a just nothing, honestly and truly. I knew nothing about social media. I had no social media following. I did not know how to build a business. I did not understand business, networking, marketing, leadership. Like, though I did not come into this opportunity with any of those skills. I simply came in as a coach, as someone who had had success with the workout programs, like I explained before, in a belief in the community and the challenge groups. And I really just wanted to start to share my journey and inspire some people along the way. So that's what I started to do. I committed to a workout program one after another. I committed to sharing that progress on social media. So I would take my picture each week. I would take my picture, and when I started a program, I would take a picture the next week, and just to catalog my process, I would share meal plans. I would share recipes that worked for me and for my family. And I would just talk to people through social media along the way and just tell them what was happening in my heart, in my body, in my family. I shared the struggles. I shared really and truly, I was very transparent about the fact that, I didn't want to get up every single day to work out. And some weeks there was no progress. And some weeks my kids wouldn't eat the food that I made. I just committed to being very transparent, very honest, and showing other women that, hey, it's not going to look like the picture perfect idea that you see all over the place on social media. Like, this is what true progress looks like. This is what staying committed to your goals looks like. It's messy. It's hard, but that's okay. You can still change in those seasons. And so I really and truly just started to share my journey. I was not a health and fitness expert. I'm still not a health and fitness expert. Honestly, I just chose to partner with a company who had the experts, who had already created the workout programs, the nutrition plans that are very solid. That's, like I said before, very sustainable, and really teach myself and the people that join my boot camps and my team how to be healthy for the long haul. And honestly, these programs, following these nutrition plans have not only changed my health, but it's changed my family's health. My children are learning how to eat healthier. My husband stays more committed to taking care of his body. And I just am the vessel that God chose to use to help serve other people by sharing what worked for me. And so I started a blog. I started an Instagram account. I don't think I had any followers on Instagram when I started. I had like 150 friends on Facebook. And so I just really and truly started at the bottom, but I started as someone who was willing to learn, who was willing to do what my coach told me to do. Like I said before, I committed to working 2 hours a day in my business wherever I could find the time. And that's how my business grew. I have learned from the bottom up how to build a business, and it's been a fascinating, albeit scary journey at times, but again, it's been a process of refinement. So don't think that you have to come into this as a fitness expert, as a business expert, as somebody who has to have this huge network of friends, in order to start to build a business. Honestly, I shared this the other day, but my first customer, do you know who it was? It was my husband. I signed him up for some Shakeology. I signed him up for some performance lines, some things that we were using. And I just signed him up as one of my customers. And I started to earn an income, and I signed someone else. I signed up my college roommate, and then a friend from just a lifelong friend. They were my first customers. I didn't have all of these people just flocking to sign up for my boot camps or sign up for my team. I was building trust and credibility. And every day when I chose to show up and post and share my story, share the struggles and the successes, right? So you don't have to have a large network of friends in order to be a successful coach. I'm living proof of that. I will teach you how to grow your following, how to grow your network. It's actually very fun. That's part of what I love the most about coaching is learning social media, learning how to write. I had to learn how to share and talk about my story. And so I just naturally, because I was doing everything myself, following the workout programs, following the meal plans, drinking my shake, it was easy for me to talk about it. And again, I have not been perfect. My weight has not been perfect. My body is very imperfect, but people are connected to my story and to my journey, probably very much like you were too. So I will teach you how to grow a social media following, how to grow your network, and it does not matter where you live. I live in probably one of the smallest, most rural places in all of the United States, but I have grown as in my business by reaching out to people through growing my social media and finding people who are like me, not like somebody else, but who connect with my story. And I will teach you how to do that. Another common misconception is that, I'm not very outgoing. I couldn't be a very good coach because I'm so shy. And I'll tell you that one of the things I love the most about this business is that I am speaking to you from my dining room table. That's my living room. I do my business for the most part from home, behind my computer, behind my phone. I like to do a lot from my computer because I don't like to be on my phone a whole lot, but I'm not the girl who walks into a room and just like lights it up. I am the girl who walks into a room, I say hello to a few people, and then I go stand in a corner with somebody that I know. So I may appear to be extremely extroverted, but I assure you, I am one of those introverted extrovert people. I don't know how you say extroverted introverts, but I do love what I do. I love the people and the friendships that I've made, but I also love that I don't have to get up and go out and have a lot of face-to-face conversations with people unless I choose to, right? So you're going to meet some incredible people in this business, but most likely you're going to meet them from right here, right behind your computer. Okay. So you being really outgoing is definitely not a job requirement. Some of the best coaches that I know, some of my best friends, are people who are very much like me and are just using social media as like a scrapbook to attract people who are like you. This is honestly and truly one of the best jobs for shy people. Okay. So the next common misconception is I don't want to be salesy. I honestly had this really negative association with network marketing whenever I became a coach. I had tried a couple of things where people had told me to just, invite everybody that sell them anything that you can, go into their homes, do these presentations. And I was very turned off by that. I am very sensitive myself to being sold to, and I didn't want to run a business that felt that way. I honestly didn't even know. People told me this was a pyramid scheme, that it was illegal, which now I know they didn't even know what they were talking about, but I didn't know what they were talking about. I had to Google network marketing. I had to Google pyramid scheme. And what I found out was, yes, they were wrong. A pyramid scheme is actually illegal. And that is just a job where you sign people up as distributors and you just make a lot of money just by signing people up, right? This is not that way. This business is built on coaches who are, we start with a product. I believe in the workout programs. I believe in the portion containers. I believe in the Shakeology, the superfoods that I drink every day. I believe in that, and I will continue to do those things for me, even if I stopped coaching tomorrow. And so, I believe in what I am inviting people to do alongside of me. So that was one thing that was different. And then what I cannot be successful in this opportunity unless I teach other people to be successful, which is what I'm hopefully going to do for you. If I bring in a lot of distributors, people who want to be coaches, but I don't teach them how to grow their own business as well, then I will never be successful and earn a lot of income. All right. So that sets us apart too. And as far as salesy and selling to your family and your friends, I don't want salesy people on my team. I don't want people who are just going to go and sell a product and then leave their customers high and dry. I want people who are going to share their experience, who are going to get excited about what they're doing for themselves, share their journey, and really attract people that want help and that we get to help through our boot camps, all right? I want people who are going to be a go-giver and not takers from people. And I'll teach you how to use social media. I'll teach you how to find your target market. I'll teach you how to brand yourself and all of those things so that the people that come in to your network are people who are like you and who will associate with your story and who will want to be a part of your boot camps and part of your teams, okay? We're not pushy. We're not salesy. We're very much storytellers, and this coaching, the workouts, all that stuff is just part of our story. So that is my mindset on how I lead my team. I did really worry about what people would think of me. Sometimes I still worry about that. Honestly, it's a weakness of mine. But God showed me pretty quickly that, Rachel, I have people out there for you to help. You just have to lean in. You have to learn how to run this business. You have to learn how to speak with your voice that I give you. You have to learn how to be bold and excited and really make people your investment and not just your reputation. Well, reputation is important, but it's not my ego that drives me to be a coach. It's because I know that there is someone out there who was just like I was, who was a tired mama who did not see a solution for her health and fitness, who was a tired mama who was tired of feeling uncomfortable when she was with her husband, who was a tired mama who wanted to be home so badly and just didn't know how to make that happen. There are women out there that drive me to be my best self and to put my message out there. And honestly, I will never ever be embarrassed about that. I will never be embarrassed that I am motivated to serve other people. And I would honestly regret not having ever done this. And so people's opinions, they're going to have them no matter what you do. So I just don't really let it impact me in a way, unless it's something that I feel like God is telling me I need to hear from somebody I respect a whole lot. So the last one, I don't have time for this. Okay. So I didn't have time in the beginning either. Like I said, I didn't envision adding 2 hours of work to my day as a full-time teacher and a mom of little kids. But what I found was that I really had to learn how to manage my time. I've talked to you a lot about working in the pockets of my time, and truly we work from a list. Like when you sign up as a coach, every coach gets access to the very same tracker. We call it our success system tracker that I use every single day. And it tells me exactly what to do in my business. And it gives me a time allotment for doing those daily behaviors. And if you follow that, you will build a business that is very successful. So I can't say it any other way. That's the secret to our success. But we do find time for the things that matter the most, right? I used to have plenty of time for watching TV shows. I had plenty of time to sleep in late, even though my body didn't really need that much sleep. I had plenty of time for just strolling around the mall on my lunch break and window shopping or buying things that I really couldn't afford. We make time for the things that matter to us. And so really, again, 2 hours is all that you need in this business. And that might be 30 minutes in the morning, it might be 30 minutes on your lunch break, and an hour after your kids go to bed. But I am definitely looking for people who are willing to make those sacrifices and work those pockets of time so that you can build something that creates freedoms. And that freedom may be that it brings you home from a full-time job someday, just like it did for me. All right. So that is video number 2. And if you just continue to scroll down, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask me questions. Again, you know how to contact me, email me, click the link in the video below, or just the form at the bottom, and I will reach out to you. We can talk more one-on-one. But up next, the video is all about how we earn an income as coaches, which is very interesting and very important. So I will be back with more soon. Thanks.